You're listening to the Podcast Detroit Network. Visit www.podcastdetroit.com for more information.
What's up, everybody? This is B Before A podcast. We're here in Podcast Detroit. We're here with your man P. Patton and my brother
Graham.
Yeah, for real.
Yes.
Well, I guess that's a good follow-up. And we're also here with the lovely Jessica. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How about you all?
Oh. See, the reason we played that song is because we've played Tekken 7.
Is this a new game that came out?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, so you guys are stoked about it? Is that an understatement?
Stoked is an understatement.
Man. Oh, my goodness. See,
Been drooling over this game for how long? Since they announced it?
yeah, since they announced it.
Yeah.
I mean, just hearing Akuma being on a Tekken game, how was it going to work and how he was going to play. And my friend, you've played that game for you played it the work shift.
I did.
Yeah.
I played it for about 8 hours straight. Just about.
That's good. I'm happy you got the chance to do that.
You're happy. Man, I was lucky to have the time to do it. Well, I had to turn down a bunch of people's offers to go and do stuff. But I made the time.
Hey, it's Tekken. Fuck that. You're right. I'm playing Tekken. Look, you have to understand I'm playing Tekken.
Especially considering I pre-ordered it a month ago?
Yeah, you did.
So I had to have it. Had to have the time to play it. And I just can't say I'm in awe of it. It's really good. It's really, really good.
But I know you play Tekken, but I feel you're more of a Street Fighter player.
I am. I'm actually more Capcom anything. So I play Street Fighter. I play Marvel vs. Capcom. I play Darkstalkers and all that kind of stuff. I'm more of a Capcom guy in general. But I played Tekken growing up. Played Tekken 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. So of course I was going to be geeked when Tekken 7 came out. I wasn't too hyped up over Tekken 6 or 5 as I am over this one. And this one just because of the merger of Capcom and Namco releasing Akuma on the game. That's what made me go, oh man, I have to have it. Because he's a savage. Straight savage. Man, the game is so good.
See, this just made me think of something now.
What?
Because there was supposed to be a Tekken Cross Street Fighter version.
Yeah.
And it's like if you pull off Akuma within the Tekken universe, what's going on, or is that the substitute?
It may be.
I never even.
It may be.
I'm just not thinking of that, literally.
Because I remember years ago seeing some 3D renderings of what Bison and Guile would look like in Tekken. I think I saw it on YouTube, but regardless of what, it was they looked really good. Bison has some kind of crazy looking armor on his shoulders, and Guile's hair actually looked like hair. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Because I don't know if you've seen the top of Guile's head, right? It kind of looks like a broom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably using the Unreal Engine.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, man, Tekken 7 looks amazing. I mean,
yeah, Unreal did it. Unreal did it off the hook.
I mean, okay. Here's my take on it. I got to play it a little bit. It's still the same Tekken, but I see minor things within it. It's still Tekken. It's fast. I like that it's fast.
Faster.
It's faster. They found the balance between being too fast and being too slow. I loved how you could just if you play with Akuma, you could play that game. You just pick it up and play. Like,
Yeah.
I love that. Like, you could play Street Fighter on Tekken and still play Tekken. The Rage Art system, I was a little skeptic on that, but everybody needs Flash, and you comeback features are a real thing now.
I love it.
Yeah, and I like it. It gives Flash and some cool things, and it beefs up your characters. So, you know, I like that whole aspect.
Oh yeah, I love the Rage Art thing. I love the whole Rage Art thing. It's
And then that what's make Akuma fits in the universe too.
Oh well,
That makes everything fits in the one if everyone has a Rage Art.
it gives all the characters the chance to fight what I think is on a fair playing field with Street Fighter characters. That's what I want to say, because I looked at how Akuma fights, I looked at how the rest of the character fights, and Akuma fits in there the same way they made everybody fit on the original Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
A lot of people said they didn't like that game.
They didn't like it. I understand why they didn't like it, because it was too easy. It was too simple to play.
It was very simple.
Yeah, it was really easy to play. But if you would look past how easy it was to play and just look at the story that they gave it, they put into it, and look at the character concepts and designs that they put into it, it actually isn't a bad game.
And Capcom is the king of crossovers.
They are, and it's one of those things you could put in at a party, and people who don't know how to play this game, who never played it before, actually have a fighting chance at winning.
Yeah, because I played both games, and the Tekken people played the same. Mm-hmm. You know, maybe a few minor things, but actually, in my opinion, the Tekken people had the advantage because they had combos.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Gesundheit.
Thank you.
But I thought the Tekken people had the more advantage there. But the way Tekken 7 just put Akuma into their roster, it was phenomenal. And the story, well, I had to leave, but the story mode, you got
the story mode took me about 3 to 4 hours to beat, because I started it before you left. You got to see quite a chunk of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it looks like Capcom really stuck their foot in this one. Like, seriously.
Oh yeah, they did. They put the ones and twos in it, dotted their I's and crossed their T's in that, because even the storyline, the story mode was even good. And I'm like thinking that, you know, it's going to be like any other fighting game where you have to play with all the characters and you get a bunch of different endings. They're like, no, we're going to give you a definite beginning and end. This is how it happened. This is how it goes down, period. You remember, if you play older Tekkens, you had to play with every character and see all the different possible endings to know what actually happened.
Right.
No, you don't have to do that anymore.
Well, I think fighting games steered away from that a lot. One thing I kind of miss. But I enjoy story modes in fighting games now. I do, because Injustice is it's on a whole nother level. I want to finish Tekken and want to compare it to Injustice because this is a fighting game year.
Injustice? Oh, of course.
I like Injustice. There are people who don't like Injustice, but
the people who don't like Injustice are the people who are, I believe, to be really, really, really hardcore fans of Mortal Kombat. That's what that is. And they don't like the fact that Injustice looks like Mortal Kombat.
Really?
I think that's what a lot of the case is. And I say that because every person that I've met that complained about Injustice says their first complaint is it tried to be Mortal Kombat.
But it's not Mortal Kombat.
That's the point that I try to make to them. Like, it's not Mortal Kombat.
It's Injustice.
Right.
Yes, it's made by the same people. Yes, it has a Mortal Kombat flow. And the timing system is similar, but it's a different game because I made that mistake. I was losing in Injustice because I tried to pick it up and play Mortal Kombat, and I was doing the wrong things.
Oh, of course. Just like how in Tekken, if you pick up Akuma and you try to play Tekken you're going to lose.
Yeah. I'm trying to play Tekken with Akuma, but no, you got to play. You actually play Street Fighter on Tekken.
Yep.
Like, wow.
Yep.
Then give him some Tekken combos.
Oh, of course.
I haven't studied his move list since I'm not going to do that. I don't have time.
It's not that big.
It can't be.
It's not that big. He's pretty basic.
No, he don't need a
But
big move list.
it's like how I was saying when I was playing the game. If you remember, I was saying he has good normals. His normal strikes are really, really good. They do a lot of damage. They do a lot of stun, and they're not that slow for his build, because he looks like he'd be a slower character. The way he walks back and forth across the screen is kind of slow, but his moves aren't really that slow. So it gives him a little bit more combo ability.
He's definitely on my roster of when I'm playing people. He's on my team.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
you have those.
Oh yeah, he's definitely. I believe that when the game is out for a little while more and we get to play it a little more, he's gonna be one of those top tier characters.
Yeah, he's already a top tier character.
Well, easily top tier in tournaments.
Oh, okay. Akuma's been making a lot of noise lately.
Capcom has been making a lot of noise lately, and they've been using Akuma to do it. That's
They're looking for. You think they got a new poster boy?
Of course, but he's not new though. That's the killer part.
I mean, poster boy, like a character that represents Capcom. They've been missing one for quite some time, actually.
Well, yeah, that's because they scrapped Mega Man
and
threw him in the junk heap,
and they can't figure out Ryu for some reason. And I mean, I can't think of no one else.
And they're you know what? Yeah. So I guess it would have to be Akuma. He's the poster boy for their fighting game franchise. You see Akuma everywhere.
Because he's a good evil character too.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to win. That's it.
Oh yeah. And oh man, so
okay.
That's you about to have me talking about the story to Tekken now.
Oh, for real?
Because he doesn't just want to win. Apparently, he made a promise. His promise was to take out both Heihachi and Akuma. I mean, Heihachi and Kazuya. Like he was supposed to take them both out.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
well, I knew that because the trailer said that, because that's why Akuma was in that universe to kill Heihachi, because of Heihachi's wife.
Yeah,
which I saw that he murdered. Well, of course, Heihachi's a horrible, horrible human being.
Well, if the world wouldn't mind me spoiling. Because, I don't care.
By the time this come out, everybody's gonna know.
Yeah, I would say I really don't care. If you got it, you got it.
It's a fighting video game. It's not a compelling story. It's not Walking Dead or some shit.
Well, no, it's not Walking Dead, but it is kind of sad. It is kind of sad.
It is. Mm-hmm. What is it?
So Akuma. I mean, damn, I got Akuma on the brain. Heihachi and his wife Kasumi apparently were married by some rite of passage type deal, and she never really actually loved him. Apparently, she was only with him to train with him and learn his martial arts so she could kill him with it later. she also is the reason why Kazuya and Jin both have the devil power in them, because it came from her bloodline and not Heihachi's. That's why Heihachi doesn't have it. So when you're trying to figure out how did Kasumi get it and how did Jinpachi have it and how did Kasumi have it, well, Jinpachi is not Heihachi's father. He's Kasumi's father. And when Heihachi took, if you remember in Tekken 6, Jinpachi was he basically broke free. Or was it Tekken 5?
Tekken 5.
In Tekken 5, he broke loose.
Mm-hmm.
Heihachi locked him up and took over the family name.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's not, Jinpachi is not Heihachi's dad. He's Kasumi's dad.
Oh, okay. So the Mishimas are they're devils.
Devil hunters.
Oh.
The Mishima, because Heihachi is a Mishima. The maiden name of Kasumi was Hachohi or something like that. I forget what it actually was, but her maiden name is Jinpachi's real last name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yep.
So how did that work out for Akuma?
Well, Akuma, she apparently met Akuma during the whole, I want to say in the timeline somewhere, if you have to really place it, it was during that whole Street Fighter Cross Tekken deal when all those characters crossed over.
Mm-hmm.
They don't specify what timeline they're in or what part of the timeline they're in. So I can only assume that that's when he came along, because apparently at some point she met him.
Right.
And I don't know if she had a relationship with him or if they were he just came out of nowhere and was like, hey, I'm looking to fight the strongest fighter. Well, you're going to fight this dude when he gets strong enough, because that was the promise. When they actually get strong enough, she wants him murdered. Period.
That sounds like something Akuma agreed to.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, he's strong now? All right.
I'm going to go kill him. I'm just going to go kill him.
You got to be a goddamn psychopath just to have that thought process. Like,
and then you got, well, yeah, it's that dark Hado, that murderous intent.
Damn, I picked that as my superpower. I don't want that shit. Like, damn.
See?
Damn.
When you think about it, yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah,
it's pretty fucked
I'm smooth
up.
on that. Just going around just destroying shit, or just killing people who are strong.
Just killing people who are strong. Like, you're strong. You're strong. You look like you might be strong enough. You're not. But yeah, so he goes after. What happened is Kasumi tries to kill Heihachi first, and he kills her in self-defense.
Mm.
That's why Kazuya was mad, because he was like, "You killed my mom." But in Heihachi's defense, she tried to kill him first.
Oh yeah, and that was the beginning of the story mode. When I thought,
no, they didn't. You don't actually get to that point. That's not at the very beginning. It's like, because it jumps around a little bit.
oh, okay.
Because you do have to fight her in her devil form. That's how That's how he finds out that it's her bloodline that has it.
Mm.
Like, she turns into her devil form and they scrap it out, and then she attacks him. He wins the fight. She attacks him again. He catches her up, and then she tries to be all like, "Oh, I love you," and then he's like, "No, you don't. You just tried to kill me." So it was all self-defense. In his defense.
So is Heihachi really the bad guy?
That's the question. Is Heihachi really the bad guy? Because he He threw Kazuya off the cliff because he knew Kazuya had his mom's blood in him. That was why he did that. Yeah.
That's very interesting. Like, now that you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, out of all, like, everything I know of as far as Tekken, like, I knew he was going to survive. So, well, I guess that doesn't justify throwing him off a cliff.
No, he didn't know he was going to survive. He tried to kill him.
Oh, okay.
He tried to kill him. He threw him off that cliff trying to kill him because he knew he was going to turn into one of those demons and eventually try to kill him anyway.
Survival of the fittest, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
So he throws him off a cliff. The kid survives. Gets up with the demon power in him, the devil gene or whatever, the devil gene, what they used to call it. Disappears for 20 years and comes back and kicks his ass.
Right, and then he threw him off the cliff.
Yep, and
That same cliff.
Yep, he threw him off a cliff shortly after.
All right.
Then Heihachi climbs back up. That's Tekken 2.
Who the fuck is Heihachi? I mean, like, really, like, who is he? Like, what's his backstory?
They don't really talk about him much.
He's just some strong motherfucker.
Strong ass balls.
Like, like he literally got what he deserved, and he climbed the cliff again.
Yep.
What the fuck? He need to fight Chuck Norris. That's new Chuck Norris, motherfucker. Heihachi. Look, threw Heihachi off a cliff. He climbed it
Chuck Norris will still win.
because Chuck Norris created that cliff.
Yep.
He created that cliff
Yep. Chuck Norris will still win.
because I know Heihachi.
It's like have Heihachi fight Segata Sanshiro. Heck, Segata Sanshiro will still win.
He make people blow up after throwing it.
Yeah. He'll throw Heihachi and he'll explode twice.
It's funny that character is OP just because the commercials are really bad. Like, really, that's what it is. That's just bad writing, and they're making fun of it, and now it's used as evidence for this gag character.
Yeah, and it worked. If you really think about it, it all worked. All of the powers and abilities that Segata Sanshiro has all worked in that death battle. They were he was so badly described that his powers caused a black hole in space-time. Between him and Chuck Norris.
Yeah. Yeah, because Chuck Norris fucked up too. I mean, man. But Chuck Norris has done a lot, like, literally in his life.
Yeah.
Like, when they said he was in I remember that.
What, the wrestling thing?
Yeah, he's in wrestling. He came in, he threw some kicks with them tight ass pants. He had them cowboy boots. That motherfucker had a heel on it. Kicked shit out of wrestling. I don't remember who he kicked. Kicked the fuck out of him. He kicked 2 wrestlers.
Oh, I thought one of them was Bret Michaels.
Probably.
I don't know. I have to look it up.
I remember hearing reactions from Chuck Norris on WWF. I remember that, and I'm saying that's Chuck Norris. Mm-hmm. Oh shit!
Oh yeah, Chuck Norris has done some pretty amazing stuff in his life, like for real. But that book of 101 Chuck Norris feats or whatever, that whole when he does push-ups, he pushes the earth down.
Yeah,
come on. That's just ridiculous.
I guess it's a good way to make fun of Chuck Norris.
Well, it's not really making fun of him. It's making the man seem like he's Superman on steroids. Bull shark adrenaline.
I mean, he's a legit martial artist, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah,
he's legit.
Oh yeah, he's definitely legit. All day long. I would train with Chuck Norris if I ever decided to take martial arts. Ever decided to take my martial arts seriously, I would train with Chuck Norris.
Good answer.
Yeah.
That's a good answer. but he's older. He's not. He stopped aging. Why is he should? He's not gray.
Oh, that's just for men, bro.
It has to be. Yeah, he has too much money. I wouldn't be gray. Yeah, because if I'm Chuck Norris, if people think I'm immortal, I'm gonna be like, yes, I'm immortal.
Yep.
When I die, just
Never
don't tell no
age
one.
day.
I just hid.
I get this one streak of gray when I turn like 80, and everybody's like, "How?"
If I was Chuck Norris, now this is just me talking. See, David Carradine is dead. I'll be trying to get all his roles.
You know what? But Chuck Norris is also like, Chuck Norris may not look it, but he is old.
He is old.
So he's not going
How
to be
old is Chuck
doing.
Norris? Hold on.
He's not going to be doing like a whole lot of, kicking and like. Think about the role that he had in the Expendables movie.
I didn't.
You didn't. You didn't see that one. What was that? Expendables 2?
I stopped after the first one.
They're not bad movies though.
I mean,
Look on your face.
see, I grew up watching meathead flicks, and when you a kid, you be like, "Hey, this is sweet," and then you get older, you be like, "What the hell was I watching?" I was like, when I was a kid, I'm like, Bloodsport is my favorite movie. I still like Bloodsport. I like it for the fight scenes.
Yes.
But I looked at it as a grown man and said, this shit is stupid. I was like,
yes.
all of Van Damme's movies are the same. Mm-hmm. He had like maybe, the early coked out Van Damme. That's the good Van Damme. But it was only like 3 movies that were probably unique. All of them were the same.
I didn't know Van Damme did coke.
What?
You just ruined my childhood.
Oh, Van Damme did coke.
Oh man.
He got hot in the 80s.
Yeah. Oh well.
He got-
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Yep. He was supposed to be the original Predator. He got the role for Predator first.
Oh, you mean
Van Damme.
instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger,
No, he
or
was
as the actual Predator?
as the actual Predator. He was going to be the actual because he was big.
I mean, I guess, but
And
he'd
he-
been trying to do spin kicks and shit.
No. He's not a martial arts movie. You playing at this big monster.
Right. I'm just saying though.
But he got the role in Bloodsport to do spin kicks. So he decided to do spin kicks as opposed to playing in Predator.
And well, in Bloodsport didn't do as well as the Predator neither.
It didn't, but it jumpstarted his career. They knew who he was right away.
Right. Oh yeah, you think about it too. You also putting on a costume. Nobody gets to see your face.
Nope.
It's like the
Nope.
guy who plays Jason Voorhees. I didn't know what that guy looked like until maybe about a year and a half ago.
Yep. But
So how old is Chuck Norris?
hell yeah, I was running my mouth about Van Damme because I'm surprised you didn't know he did cocaine. Cocaine. He does, man. He probably still does. No, I don't think he does it anymore.
I don't know.
Hey, to each his own.
Oh man. Now I'm gonna go back and watch all his old movies and be like, you coked out fiend.
Oh, don't make fun of him. He still did spin kicks. He did his job.
He still did spin kicks though. But you know what? That also explains why his eyes were so wide.
Well, he didn't start off doing cocaine. Hollywood life ruined him because he was like,
But I'm talking about in certain movies though. Like,
oh
know.
yeah, like Bloodsport. He was. Well, I assume he wasn't on cocaine then because he was like 23 or something. He was young. He just like sold his gems. He got a Hollywood deal.
I
Yeah,
have no idea.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm mostly just like, oh man, I didn't know he did cocaine.
my phone's acting up. I can't find out how old Chuck Norris is. The last time I checked how old Chuck Norris was, he was like 72. Now this was at least a couple years ago. Like
I'll find out.
Chuck Norris.
How old is Chuck Norris?
Huh. Old as shit.
77.
Goddamn.
Wow. Hey, Arnold Schwarzenegger is 69, Jackie Chan 63, Sylvester Stallone is 70.
They all of the Expendables except for Jackie Chan.
Van Damme is only 56.
Mm-hmm. And
Dude, he looks bad though.
Oh, cocaine, sir.
He looks terrible.
Hey, that's still my dog. I don't care. He came back real hard because he started doing unique movies and they're making sense. I watched the Kickboxer remake.
They remade the Kickboxer?
Yes.
Why? Because I mean, I'm only saying the look on your face is just like, ugh.
I mean, I guess he owns the rights to it. So he put GSP on there, some UFC fighters. I know we're not talking.
Who remade it?
Van Damme or whoever had the rights, because Van Damme was in the new remake.
That's weak sauce.
Yeah. It,
Might as well do it. Alright, well, whatever.
I watched it. I mean, it was entertaining. Martial arts movies aren't the same anymore.
No, the best you're gonna get is like watching The Raid.
Ooh.
That's probably like the best you're gonna get.
Yeah, The Raid. Okay, I'm sorry. Martial arts, it's not big. Like, there isn't a huge Western market, I would say.
Oh, well, no, not really. Because, you got people like, you got fighters like Michael J. White, who
He's legit.
is trying. No, that's what I'm saying. No, that's why I said fighters. I didn't say actors who make really good independent films, but they don't make it anywhere. Like, have you ever seen Blood and Bone?
Yeah, I've seen it.
It didn't go anywhere, but the movie was epic. Like,
Yeah, well, I guess I'll say that because now we have more access now. So I say film companies aren't investing in those type of flicks unless you're overseas where it's a bigger culture.
see,
Right.
and that's the problem.
Then you get movies like The Raid, which The Raid was, oh my man.
The Raid was really good.
And the funny thing is, when I started taking PK Salon, that's when I see that movie. I'm like, whoa, that's an awesome display of that. Like, wow.
I know, right? The first one had some really over the top fight scenes. That's what made that movie good. The over the top fight scenes. And you know what I mean when I say over the top. I'm talking about like people are running up walls and jumping off and dive kicking people in the face, and they're falling off balconies and falling down like 4 or 5 floors, and then it's like waves and waves and waves of people. And one guy's fighting like 15 dudes. I'm telling, like, over the top fight scenes, but they were beautifully coordinated or choreographed, because you know they couldn't just let dude beat up on 15 people and not know what's coming.
But they don't play around over there. Well, see,
No.
that's the Philippines. I know Thailand has a very, like, they have a, like, their martial arts cinema market is like huge, and like kids over there, like 15, like, instead of doing Muay Thai, like, I can do movies, and they do all their stunts. You ever see this movie called Chocolate?
No.
Chocolate. Oh man, it's on Netflix. Well, the last time I checked, it was on Netflix. It's about this girl. She can look at fighting styles and learn them.
I take that back. I have heard of. I never knew the name of it, but I think I seen that movie. Mm-hmm. And she pretty much learned Muay Thai like by watching movies.
Yeah, she watched Tony Jaa, and then she learned his movement. So she was replicating like a lot of his choreograph into the movies, and then she did something for like Bruce Lee. Like she was watching Game of Death or something. Oh no, she was watching Enter the Dragon when he was sneaking in the compound. She was watching that, and then she did some Bruce Lee stuff. So it was like a little tribute. I liked it.
Nice.
It was cool.
I know I've seen this movie, but I can't recall it all.
I'm kind of ashamed because I should know her name because she's very talented.
Yeah.
She is. Like, if you're talented, I'll try to learn your name.
Right.
but it's in Thai, so I probably can't say it. I don't know. Because but these kids were legit. Like they did the whole little Jackie Chan thing, showed all the stunts and how they was tearing themselves up, and I'm looking like there's no way in the world I would do that at all. I could entertain that one bit and
be a stuntman goon in a Bruce Lee movie.
I gotta see how to pay it. I gotta see how to pay it.
I don't know if I could do it.
Well, because a lot of it, there's a lane for it. A lot of it is for like falling and like fight scenes and like doing a lot of break falls and stuff. Like that's cool, but like jumping off buildings and that Michael Bay shit.
No, thank you, sir.
You know, I'm great on that. You know, I'm not jumping from a building for your entertainment.
Oh, of course not. I would never.
Or unless you give me an insane amount of money.
I don't even know if I do it for an insane amount of money because I'm afraid of heights and I'm afraid of falling. And if I die, the only my wife will get that money, and then ain't no telling what she'll do with it. She might give me an awesome funeral, and I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Probably use the money to scheme to blow up the studio.
I don't think she'd do that.
Or shoot, just ball out of control. Fuck it.
Yeah,
I mean,
she might just ball out of control.
Ball out of control. Just do whatever the hell you want.
Yep, pretty much.
Yep,
pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna be a dick for a month because I'm rich enough to do it.
I'll have crazy house parties.
I wonder, do people actually do that?
What?
Like, I got enough money. I'll just be a dick for a month. Like,
I'm pretty sure there is. I'm pretty sure there's somebody that does it.
Like, have you ever seen like the sign of like hitting someone with your car, like a worker with the car, and there's like a fine there?
Mm-hmm. No.
It's like, where was I? Was that Kentucky? But in some states there are fines where you hit people, apparently. So it's like the fine, it's a steep fine for someone like you and me, but like if you're like middle class, you can afford to run someone over, like for real. It's like $5,000 or some shit. Like, that's,
oh wow.
I mean, that's some people's taxes. Like, oh, I got $5,000, I'll run someone over. Actually, now I think about it, that's a Louis C.K. joke. God damn it. Because he realized it. And he says, shit, I got it. I can run someone over.
He didn't actually run somebody over.
No, he didn't actually run someone over. He's a comedian.
I know who he is. I'm just saying, like, he didn't actually run someone over.
No, but I'm just saying.
It's just because he knew he could pay the fine. Because that'd be kind of, that's behind being a dick.
I'm just saying, someone like Louis C.K., okay, he has money. But imagine someone who's just really a billionaire asshole.
Yeah.
Which actually some come here from overseas. Just some rich asshole comes and just act a fool in America and just pays his way out of everything.
I wish I could do that. Go to some other country and just act a fool.
What country would you pick?
Hong Kong.
Why Hong Kong?
Because it's crowded and I can get lost in the crowd. Figure if I get too wild and the Hong Kong police show up, I need to dip.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know, just act wild. I have no idea. It's not like I'm gonna go and do a line off of Stricker's ass. I couldn't do that.
Well, we're not classifying what wild is, so I get.
But I'm still not gonna classify what wild is.
Yeah. Okay. No cocaine and horse.
No cocaine and horse.
Okay. But
I have to be able to recall what I did the next day.
But it sounds like it sounds destructive because number one, the police is involved. Maybe you should do cocaine, or at least you're not hurting anyone. We're talking about coke a lot today.
Want to play some Tekken on some coke, man? Oh no, that would be bad. I think you'll probably have a seizure and a heart attack.
I never had cocaine at all.
I've never tried it either.
I mean, I don't. That's one of those items you like. Okay, you just stay away from that.
Yeah,
That's forbidden.
I would rather smoke some weed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I want some weed now.
That's too bad.
Nah.
So no, I'm kidding.
No, we after we.
Oh, of course.
We be straight. We be good. But no, we need to talk more about the story mode on Tekken because no, you can go ahead. Spoiler episode.
Spoiler. Oh man, what else? What else is there?
Let's go into
Okay, so do you remember the opening video to Tekken 6 where Heihachi got blown up?
Yeah,
you remember that?
You said Tekken 6 where he got blown up?
Was that Tekken 5 or Tekken 6?
That was 5 where he got blown
That was 5.
Yeah.
Where he got blown up. Okay. Now, he survived the explosion. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why he's still here. Apparently, Kazuya did it again.
Damn.
Tried to kill him the same way when he was fighting Akuma.
And it didn't work.
It did work because Akuma helped him fight the Jackbots off.
Think Heihachi's on cocaine?
He could be.
I mean,
he got a lot of energy to be like 70, 80 years old. Because I think that's somewhere in his age range of how old he's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. He definitely sells cocaine.
Oh, he sells cocaine and guns. he sells it all.
So these fighting games aren't for your children, really.
No, they're not.
Heihachi is known trafficker.
Yeah. Matter of fact, his face is the face of the company that he owns is a weapons developer.
Oh damn.
So he does, and then he runs drugs and guns on the back end.
I didn't know this about Heihachi.
Oh man,
Heihachi about that life?
Jin took over the world.
Yeah, he did.
That's what the main story of it all is. That's what the story is really about. Like the game itself is narrated by this guy who's a journalist who is telling you basically what he found out on his investigation. Matter of fact, he was the one who put 2 and 2 together about Kasumi being Kazuya's mom because they never talked about her.
Of course not.
And he managed to get an interview with Heihachi, and Heihachi was talking to him, and then he had him arrested. I forget what they were talking about because Nayla was talking to me at the time, and it just wasn't working. I can't listen to both.
That's real.
She picked like the worst time to start a conversation with me. But anyway, but he basically told the journalist the story about how he killed Kasumi. Like, that's how you find out how he killed Kasumi. He tells the journalist, and he tells the story in vivid detail. Like, could you play it as Heihachi to fight Kasumi?
Okay.
So that's how he tells the story.
Oh, okay. I see he was uniquely dead.
Oh, yeah. But like I said, it does a lot of jumping around because then you spend that time, like you spend a lot of time in the present, but then they go back and tell stuff that happened like 6 or 7 years ago.
Okay.
6 months. They might even go back 6 months or 6,
They go back and forth within the timeline.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like how when they jump back and they basically play the video from Tekken 5.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
That was sick. I was happy to hear to see you get to play that. That was cool.
Oh, something else I discovered on there in the gallery, they have the intro video to every Tekken game that ever came out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
goodness. Yep. I forgot to show you that before we left the house.
Oh shit.
I know, right? Yeah, I see that big ass smile on your face. I know. Yes.
Oh,
I know.
that Tekken 2 theme is just playing in my head
Oh, we're gonna watch it when we get to the house.
for sure.
Yep.
Yep. See, I played the hell out of Tekken 2 because I had that underground disc, and you can only play with Lei and Jun. That's how I learned how to play Tekken.
Oh,
And
wow.
then you watch the intro, do that. That's all I had. Played it like crazy. By the time I got Tekken 2, when we actually got Tekken 2, had 2 fighters I knew how to fight with.
Nice.
Then I learned how to play with Law.
That's what's up. Because, man, when Tekken 2 came out, I played with 2 characters only. And I had the actual Tekken 2. I had the actual game. I could play with whoever I wanted. But I could only play with Paul and Kazuya. Only 2 people I could play with for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I tried playing with Yoshimitsu. It didn't work.
I went back and played Tekken 1, and then I started playing with Kazuya.
Really?
Because you had to unlock him in Tekken 2.
Yeah, you
know,
know, because he was the boss. He was the boss character.
Mm-hmm. You had to. These Tekken guys, man, best dressed in video game history.
Best dressed in video game history. He fights you in a purple suit
Man,
with the penguin tails on it.
shit. Tekken 7, Heihachi, Kazuya, Lee,
Oh yeah, they did. Their characters are dressed to the nine.
fresh to the motherfucker. About to whoop off in your ass off these gators. You hear me? I ain't playing with you. You got me out here in my suit.
Right. Don't make me take my blazer off.
They don't take nothing off. They fight with blazers on.
Man.
Motherfucker Lee got a matador cake. Whooping your ass. But it's blue with something celestial on it.
Right. Oh man.
She does not take it off.
Best dressed fighters in the game.
Don't fall off neither.
Best dressed fighters ever. You know what? I can honestly say that Tekken has the best dressed fighters in fighting game history.
Greatest fighting game of all time?
No, I still can't give it that yet.
Can't.
Not yet.
Top 10?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Best Tekken?
Best Tekken game. And top 10 fighting games of all time. I got to give it. I'm gonna put it at least at a 5. I'm gonna put it at least in the top 5. No, I'm gonna put it in the top 5. I can't give it a definite number yet until I play the new Guilty Gear and Marvel Infinite.
And with that being said, we gotta get the fuck up out of here.
Yes, we do.
This is all we can afford at the moment. That's all right. We be back. We always be back.
We will always be back.
Well, this is B Before A podcast. We barely talked about video games at all. This is B Before A podcast. We're chilling here in Podcast Detroit with the lovely Jessica. Thank you again.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Thank you, guys.
Lovely Sunday. It is beautiful outside.
It is.
It
Let's
is.
go out and enjoy that weather.
Get high. Oh yeah. Watch those intros. Start from the top.
Oh, of course. Of course.
But I guess that'll be it. We out. See y'all.